So in today's video, we're going to fertilize my lawn. This will be the second application this year. The first one was around May 18th. I'm always using the same fertilizer. It's organic. It's just dehydrated hen manure. And yeah, it's super gentle, super easy to use. So this is what this video is all about. So this is the fertilizer that I'm going to use. Like I said, 100% organic, and you can see the NPK value right there, 532. So that is 5 is nitrogen, 5% nitrogen, 3% phosphorus, and 2% potassium. Here we are rolling into the front yard where I'm actually going to use it. I'm not going to do the backyard. Okay, so these are the two items I'm going to be using today. I'm going to use this Scott's Turf Builder Pro with edge guards. So basically, if I walk around my lawn counterclockwise with the edge guard activated, it's going to make sure that the seed doesn't get broadcasted to the right. So if I do counterclockwise and let's say the sidewalk's on the right hand side, it's going to broadcast only to the left hand side and not, throw fertilizer all over my walkway. So yeah, that's how you use the edge guard. There's a little switch on it, and then it activates this little orange piece here, which then blocks everything coming from the right hand side. As for the fertilizer, like I already mentioned, this fertilizer is organic. It's just dehydrated hen manure and I think some flowers. There's no additives, there's nothing, no binding agents, nothing to hold it together. It's literally just hen poo, and it is super good for everything in your lawn. This is another reason why I'm using it. Super easy to use. It's not gonna hurt anything. You can put it down pretty heavy because you've seen some horror stories. I should dig up some pictures, but there's some horror stories of burning your lawn with fertilizer. Generally it gets like really yellow and orangey if you burn your lawn with fertilizer, and it kind of deters people. So this is a nice safe one for people to learn on. It's even if you wanted to go to synthetic eventually, this one you could learn the application rate, how fast you have to walk with your spreader, and kind of how to work your spreader so that you're hitting all the areas in your lawn that you need to hit. Now, I don't really want to go with synthetics. I'll just use this over and over again. It's really good for flowers. It's really good for vegetables and trees and your lawn. So since it's used everywhere, I'm going to be pretty liberal with it. I'm just going to try and keep it off walkways and pavement surfaces. But other than that, I'm going to lay it all down. The application rate for this, I think it says this bag will cover 4,300 square feet. Now my entire lawn, including the front and back, is about 5,000 square feet, meaning this bag minus the 700 feet should be used solely on this front lawn. So I basically need to walk around so that this entire bag makes it onto my lawn, and that's the recommended or the coverage that this bag actually states. So it does have a little bit of dust. It's very, very low odor, very mild odor. It's not a very strong. Some manures have a terrible smell. This one doesn't. You can definitely smell it, but it's low enough that it's almost not noticeable. So yeah, it's also kid and pet friendly, so it's definitely one that you're gonna want to use if you have children or pets that use the yard spaces also. And that being said, it's a winner for me. It's going to be the only fertilizer that I use. Now this is the general purpose variety of this. I think they have 4 varieties if I remember correctly, and you get step 1 and 2, which are spring. They got a higher nitrogen value. I think they go up to a 7, and then as you transition to the summer and fall, you get a higher potassium, higher phosphorus levels, and lower nitrogen. So I only have access to this currently because of the global pandemic. I'm unable to attain some of the other fertilizers or products that I really like to use from this company. They actually have a lot of, they have some liquid kelp products that I'd like to use. I had to source mine from another source, and most of this is just, it's not exactly the easiest thing to get. It's available in Quebec, that's where it comes from, and it's available in certain suppliers and distributors, but you can't just go to any sort of hardware or Home Depot and buy the liquids or the specialized fertilizers, and you can't buy it direct from them. So it is a little bit challenging to source some of the other products, but I hope to get my hands on that and showcase those as well. But in the meantime, I'm going to be using this fertilizer on my lawn. So I'm going to set up my camera, and basically I'll show you how the edge guard works, and I'll show you how the edge guard works all the way along this pathway. So I will fill this up. I will set it to I'm going to set it to a high application rate, and I'm going to walk rather quickly, but I'll show you how the edge guard works anyways. So here we go. So I just did my edging pass along here, and very little of it actually made it onto the sidewalk. Now, another perk about that spreader and that bag of fertilizer is it fits it perfectly. So the whole bag is gonna do the whole front lawn, and it's all gonna fit in my spreader at once. Now, if you're on the internet and you're searching for the top organic fertilizers, even top fertilizers, you're often gonna come across stuff that you're gonna find in the United States, and that's Milorganite. In Canada, we can't have it because the fact of the matter is it's human waste, and you can't cross that across borders. So yeah, we can't get Milorganite, but that being said, we don't need it because we have this product, so I would highly suggest using it. It's got the same NPK values generally, like nice low nitrogen, and it's super easy to throw down. The other perks, some other things about it are it's packed full of calcium, so it's going to help with other things that require calcium. A lot of plants require them. Like for instance, calcium helps with blossom end rot in your tomatoes, so it's good to throw around your tomatoes and help prevent that if you've ever had it. I don't believe I have. I might get it this year, but I don't think I will because I'm using this fertilizer. But if I do, I'll definitely show it on my channel. It's also known to repel rodents, so I think they have a picture of a squirrel, so if you're planting bulbs in the fall or any time of the year, you can throw this fertilizer down and it should help to repel them. Other methods that people use are using like cayenne pepper and stuff like this. Well, you could fertilize your garden at the same time and help keep those critters away from your bulbs that you hope to have sprouting in the spring. So that's basically it. While I was spreading in the front yard, I had my sprinkler watering my vegetable garden in the backyard, and now I'm going to water this in. I actually spread a bunch of grass seed on it yesterday to help thicken it up even more because some of the edges were lacking. And what I'm going to do is water both the grass seed and the fertilizer down. So the fertilizer should expand once it gets wet because it's, like I said, it's dehydrated hen manure. So it'll kind of puff up and turn into a soft manure-like substance. I guess it's manure, so of course. So it might even help create a growing medium for the newly laid grass seed and help some germination. So we'll see. That's something I'm testing. I didn't read it or anything, or I'm not sure. I just, you know how you need seed to soil contact to germinate grass seed? I'm sure this is going to provide something of that like. Now, I'm not affiliated with this company at all. I'm not sponsored by them. I just very much believe in their product. I like their product. It's super easy to use, and like I said, it's beginner friendly.